Spot on. Spot on.
Christian Eckes says, quote, it wasn't intentional to spin him or even hit him, end quote, when asked about the incident with Corey Heim.
Spot on.
Yeah, I was looking at you.
Yeah,
You were already
spot
shaking
on.
your head. Go ahead.
That was probably the first wreck I've looked at and go, no, that was just a mistake in racing.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree with Tom.
Yeah. I think he was. Corey had moved him twice before. I think he was in a hurry to get in line to move Corey back. I think he had intent to go in there and maybe run to the back of Corey and knock him off the racetrack. But I think he, to your point, two things happened. I think he maybe was in a hurry to get down behind him. And I think Corey might have had a little gamesmanship to try and, because like in that position, you know the guy's going to move you. You kind of try to hang him outside of you so you can't get in line behind you. And I don't know if Corey played that game a little bit to try to keep him out there. And maybe that's why it became a misjudgment.
Slowed down a little bit.
Yeah. He might have slowed his entry up, and that's why Christian kind of misjudged. But, I don't think this was intentional at all. I think both drivers agreed it wasn't intentional. No. But, we have seen intentional crashes. Oh, yeah. We've seen, this. And what factors do you guys look at when you're trying to determine penalties and determine a driver's intent?
That's a great question. First of all, no two are the same, right? Which you always got to go back to. I think you got to take in, has there been history, right? If something happened race before, if we called them in, if some things happened, what's happened leading up to that in a race? And then what are the factors? I mean, drivers always say, where's the line? I think for the most part, you guys have been doing this a long time. When someone drove it straight in there and had the intent to take someone out, or if it's truly a racing accident. Sometimes we get it wrong. We'll be the first to admit that. But we try, obviously, with NASCAR to err on the side of, hey, we're a contact sport. But when it goes too far, you got to make the call. Otherwise, it's chaos. So on this one, I agree. I think it's, let that play out.
Yeah, for sure. I think you guys have done a good job of drawing a line in the sand of that. When it's an intentional right rear turn like that, that is maybe the worst thing that happens in the sport. Yeah. And those people have been suspended now almost every time. So I think we're at a good place. And I there's no that I don't think maybe the couple that we've argued on here that were close calls, but there's never been one that's kind of clearly intent and that hasn't been called.
Yeah.